Hello everyone, this is the Mining Geologist and I am back again with another very exciting and very informative tutorial. This tutorial is going to be part of the PyQGIS series in which we cover the combination of QGIS and Python and how you can use the scripting language inside QGIS to automate things and to create your own processing tools. And in the first two parts, we've covered so far how you can manipulate vector data, like different shape files, and how you can add attributes and things like that. We've also seen in the second part how you can automate existing tools inside QGIS, and we've seen how you can automate the clipping tool to clip two different polygons. And that was just an introduction to show you that you can automate things in QGIS, and I gave you the blueprint to automate any existing tool in QGIS. So if you don't know how to do that, make sure to watch these two parts before you watch this one, because in this one we're going to look at a simple exercise in which we are going to create a simple pit designer. And of course it's not going to be with ramps because that's going to be a little bit complicated, but this one is dynamic. So if you change the base, which is this one, you will get an automated update. So for example, let me show you what are we going to be creating today, and I'm going to show you how to do that without automation. And then I would like you guys to watch the previous tutorials and try to do this yourselves. So let's remove this one. So we have this, what I call a pit base. It's basically a polygon. And then what I can do, if I run this one, you can see it's going to generate this pit with this number of benches. And if I go here and to this plugin to view it in 3D, and if I look at this one, you can see it is flat. But if I go to properties and I set the elevation to Z and click on OK, you can see that it is a pit design. And the good thing is that you see that we have benches and everything like that. And you can go and export this one to any other software and create a mesh. But we might even go and do that in an upcoming video and show you how you can create a mesh or even create a processing tool that does that for us automatically. So if you want to see how you can do this step by step, then make sure to follow and to watch all of this video. Okay, so basically I have the script here that's doing that for me, and the script is not just this one, it's on the bottom, but I would like you guys to go through the previous videos and do this by yourself. And I'm going to encourage everyone to do this. I'm going to give you like the step-by-step how to do this, and I'm going to be answering every single question that you guys have in the comments below. And if you need like block of Python that you're stuck or something, I will paste that to you in the comments below. So I would like everyone just not to copy and paste everything that I'm doing. I want you to try and do this exercise by yourself so that you will learn better. So I'm going to show you now how I did this. I don't know how to do this using the scripting language or how to do this using Python. I'm going to show you how I did it manually. And if you can do something manually, you can go and automate that in Python. So the first thing is I went to existing tool, which is the buffer tool. So basically I have this space and I want to extend this to at a certain elevation. So the first thing that I've done is I've created an attribute, I call that Z, which is going to hold the elevations. Okay, so let's say we want a 10-meter bench and we want a 45 degrees, just to make things simple. So what I need to do is I can go to vector, buffer, and then the distance is going to be 10, and then I'm going to leave the segments 5. I want it to be round. You can keep everything else by default. I can run this, and you can see that I have the first buffer. Or let me go and call this maybe crest 1, for example. So basically, if I hide this, it's basically this one is a 10-meter buffer from here, but this one is supposed to be the crest. So then if I go to the attribute table, the elevation should be 10. So this is the first crest. And if it's 10-meter away from this one and 10-meter higher, then we have a 45 degrees angle. And that's exactly what we want. Okay? So the next thing is I keep on repeating this one. I go to vector, again, buffer, and again, I'm going to use, this is basically going to be the bench width. So it's going to be on the same elevation. So I'm going to use the crest one as an input, and the distance, I can keep it as 10, just as an example, and I can run this. And you can see that we've extended these now. Okay? Then what is the next step? I'm going to keep on doing this all the way to the top. Okay, so I'm going to keep on adding this one by one, using the previous one, and so on. Then the idea is I can go then to the toolbox. I can search for merge and merge vector layers. I'm going to select all of these, or just press select all and run. And now let me go and hide all of these. So these are the different polygons, but now they are merged inside a single layer. And you can see that I kept that elevation, and this is basically the crest number 1, and this should be like toe number 2, and so on. Then the next step is I go to vector, and then I can go to geometry tools and do polygons to lines, and I'm gonna use that one. And again, I'm gonna get some lines now, and if I go to these lines, you can see that I have an elevation attribute in there. If I go to the 3D viewer and click on this one, and then right click and choose properties, I can go and choose the elevation and click on OK. You can see that we have that first bench. So this is basically how you can do it, but in a manual way. And the script is going to do this automatically for us. So you can see if you want to maybe go through this one and do it by yourself, you can do that, but I don't advise you to do that. And this one is going to create this automatically for us. So if I can change this, for example, to 6, and if I go to editing mode, and let me go and change some of these here to show you that it is dynamic. So, and this is just a simple script that you could create in just like 30 minutes or less. And you can make it even complex by, like, you can automate things. Maybe you want to change a specific bench, maybe you want to extend it, and it's going to extend all the way to the top. You can do that. It's not really that complicated. So let me go, and maybe I want it to be like this. Now, if I go and press this button again, and you can see that I have that design now updated based on the updated pit base. And if I go to 3D, and again I choose the Z as the elevation and click on OK, you can see now that I have that pit updated. So I can create multiple pits, and maybe if you have enough time, you can add, using the same logic, you can add a ramp and make it a little bit complicated. Now, I'm going to show you how you can do this using Python, but without showing you the code, because I want to go through this one. And if anyone really can't do it or think he was stuck or something like that, you can reach out to me by email, and I'm going to give you the script. But this is just to encourage you guys how you can do this one. So basically, we've done the same exact thing that we've done in the previous tutorials, and we've loaded this pit base, and then we automated the buffer tool, which is this one inside vector. We've automated the buffer tool, and we are going through a for loop to loop through that, and we just, we created a variable that's going to hold we call that counter, for example, and that counter is going to be either 0 or 1. So we are going to use that variable just to check if we are on a toe string or a crest string, to see whether we need to extend it at the same elevation or to extend it to another elevation, which means we need to update the elevation here. We've seen already in the first tutorial how you can update an existing feature in here. So you can go and watch that, and we've automated the buffer tool the same way we've automated the clipping tool. And then once we have all the different things, we will automate the merging tool, the merge vector, to merge all of these, and then we automate with the same way we've automated the clipping tool, we automate the polygons to lines. So yeah, so this is the full script, how I did it. So I would like you guys to go and try this one by yourself, and let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. And this is gonna be like an exercise. I would like you guys to go through this one and show me what you can do. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share it with anyone who might be interested. And with that being said, see you in the next video.
He's the mining geologist, here to show you all the things that you might have missed. He's got plenty of software tips and tricks for your geoscience lives. So get your fix of mineral exploration and mining.